Fiery debate tonight as USC hosted candidates hoping to fill the seat left vacant by Senator Dianne Feinstein. The candidates answered questions about homelessness, crime, affordable housing, and the Israel-Hamas war.
KTLA's Samantha Cortese joins us from the News Center with more. Sam.
The top two vote getters in the primary, no matter the political party, will make the ballot in the race to fill Feinstein's Senate seat. And tonight, the three sitting representatives tried to put former Dodger great and lone Republican on stage, Steve Garvey, in the outfield. The first televised California Senate debate. Three Democrat representatives, Barbara Lee, Adam Schiff, Katie Porter, and Republican former Dodger star Steve Garvey. Between the three Democrat politicians, not a lot of squabble. With similar voting records, the candidates did make an effort to highlight their differences. For example, on health care.
I was one of the original co-sponsors of Medicare for All.
These career politicians are talking about their fights 30 and 40 years ago for Medicare for All, but where are we?
And the war between Israel and Hamas.
No country could refuse to defend itself. It has a duty to defend itself.
If you don't have a permanent ceasefire now, more people are going to get killed.
Ceasefire is not a magic word. You can't say it and make it so.
Garvey shared his view as a political newcomer.
I think it's naive to think that we can ask our government to tell them or try to influence them to cease fire.
Students at USC, the host university for the debate, asked the candidates about housing.
How will you ensure that the next generation can actually afford to live in California?
First, we have to make college tuition free.
We need to make sure that our students aren't living under crushing student debt, which has to compete with their ability to pay their rent.
Both Schiff and Porter said the state needs millions more units of affordable housing and more vouchers for renters, offering similar solutions on the topic of homelessness. Garvey said he would like to address the use or misuse of funds.
The first thing I'll do is an audit. Where have the $30 billion the federal government has spent?
Mr. Garvey, I'm sorry, that was a total swing and a miss. That was a total whiff.
Nearly 10 minutes of the debate was spent talking about former President Trump, to whom the acting politicians are vehemently opposed, and they rallied to alienate the pro-baller over his prior support for Trump.
There's identity politics at its finest right there. Trying to paint me into the corner, trying to call me MAGA.
Yeah.
I'm my own man. I make my own decisions.
And the baseball references continued.
Once a Dodger, always a Dodger.
You're banging on that trash can just like the Astros did a few years ago.
Voter-submitted questions pushed Ms. Lee on the crime in her own district of Oakland.
We have to have more resources coming into our communities to make sure that there's more interaction between the police and the community.
Mr. Schiff on the failed Russian collusion investigation.
You're darn right. There's evidence of collusion.
And Ms. Porter on her consultant work for a mortgage corporation.
I have never taken corporate PAC money, period.
On social media, Politico, one of the hosts of tonight's debate, published a bingo card, and yes, someone makes a baseball metaphor was on the card. People on social checked it off a couple times. In the News Center, Samantha Cortese, KTLA 5 News.
Sam, thank you.